A very good morning, dear students. Welcome to my channel, Maths with Mahanti sir. Children, in the last class, we had completed the chapter Statistics. The last part of statistics was what I had discussed in the last class. Properties of mean. Some properties of mean I had discussed. Some important properties of mean I had discussed, and the proof also. And we had also discussed the empirical relation between the three measures of central tendency, that is mean, median and mode. Okay. So today let us start a new chapter, that is probability. Children, theory of probability or probability theory or introduction to probability, whatever you say. Children, the concept of probability is not at all new for you because you have already read probability in class 8. I hope you must know what is probability. See. But still, let me introduce you the concept of probability again. Okay. Children, what is the dictionary meaning of probability? If you open the dictionary, the probability meaning of probability, the literary meaning of probability may happen, likely to happen, etc. Suppose if I say it may rain, that means there is possibility, there is chance, probability. It may rain. It may be a sunny day. Sam may come first in the class. May. When the may means there is chance. There is no certainty. Chance. So probability means chance. Probably he may come first in the class. Probably it may rain. Probably it may be a sunny day, etc. So probability, the term probability refers to chance, by chance or chance, etc. So what is the meaning of probability in mathematics? Okay, let us see. Children, before going to discuss what is probability and how to find probability of an event, we must know certain terms connected with probability. What are the different terms connected with probability? The different terms are, already we know it in class 6, you see. First term is trial or experiment. Let us go back to class 8 for a while. The first term connected with probability is your experiment or trial. Then your event. Outcome. Then is outcome. Okay. Then is event. You see. These are the three main terms connected with your probability. So what is a trial? Children, you know. What is a trial? Children, you do many experiments in the laboratory, science laboratory, in the mathematics laboratory. You perform experiments in order to establish what? Truths. Okay. So whatever experiment you carry out in the science lab or in the maths lab can be said a trial. Okay. Any experiment performed or carried out is called a trial. You must have seen umpire tossing coin in a match of cricket, in a cricket match. That tossing a coin is also a trial. You must have seen children playing Ludo. There is a Ludo die, playing Ludo die. When they throw a die, throwing a die, it is also a trial or an experiment. So, any experiment carried out or performed can be called a trial. Now the point is, whenever we conduct, so I hope you understood what is the meaning of the term trial. Any experiment carried out. Okay. Now, the point is, what will happen if an experiment is carried out? Or what will happen if a trial is conducted? So, definitely it will give some result. For example, on tossing a coin, the umpire, he will get either a head or a tail. Okay. So, getting, you see, head and tail. On tossing a coin, the two results, there are two results. And what are the two results? Either head will be obtained or tail will be obtained. So head and tail are the results of the experiment or trial, and hence it is called an outcome. So what is an outcome? So outcome means the results of a trial or an experiment. Okay. Tossing a coin, see, tossing a coin is a trial or experiment, but head and tail are the outcomes. Okay. Similarly, throwing a die, Ludo die, it is a trial or experiment, but the results so obtained, that is 1, 2, what are the outcomes? What are the results when we throw a Ludo die? On throwing a Ludo die, either you will get 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 or 6. Okay, there are 6 possible outcomes which can be obtained on throwing a die in the trial or experiment. Okay. So, each result 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 is an outcome. Okay, so we say that the result of an experiment or a trial is known as your outcome. Then what is event? Yes, event. So see, children generally get confused with event and outcome, the two terms event and outcome, but actually they are different, they carry different meanings. See, as I just told you now, outcome means it is the result of an experiment or trial, but what is event? You see, on tossing a coin we are getting two outcomes or two results, namely head and tail. But what is event? Getting head. You see, suppose I will ask you, on tossing a coin, what is the probability that it will be a head? See, try to understand. On tossing a coin, either you will get head or you will get tail. You see, here the two outcomes. The chance of getting head, the chance of getting a head or getting a tail is 50% each. That means either you will get a head or you will get a tail. The chance of each outcome, each favorable outcome is 50%. That is why the two outcomes, head and tail, and tossing a coin are known as your what? What outcome? Equally likely outcomes. They are called equally likely outcomes. Head and tail, the two outcomes which are obtained on tossing a coin are equally likely. Why they are called equally likely outcomes? Or what are equally likely outcomes? If an outcome is equally likely to occur as the other, that means when the chance of getting each outcome is 50% in a trial or experiment, we call those outcomes as equally likely outcomes. So on tossing a coin, the two outcomes, that is head and tail, they are equally likely. Okay, now what is event? You see, as I just told you now, the two outcomes are head and tail, but getting a head or getting a tail, what is that? Getting a head is not an outcome, it is an event. Similarly, getting a tail, it is not a tail, is an outcome because it is the result of the trial or the experiment. But getting a tail is not an outcome. Then it is what? It is an event. So what is an event? That means we can define event like this. We can define the term event like this. Getting each outcome, getting each result or each outcome of a trial is known as event. Okay. Again, the event maybe it is of two types. One is your, see, this event which is nothing but getting each outcome. See, getting each outcome of what? A trial. You see, getting each outcome of a trial is your event. Outcome is what? It is the results of trial or experiment is called results of trial or experiment is called outcome. Getting each outcome of the trial is known as event. Then what is trial? Any operation or experiment. Any operation or experiment carried out. Any operation or experiment carried out can be called a what? Trial. Okay. Any operation carried out can be called a trial. So trial, outcome and event. So you should not be confused with the two terms event and outcome. Outcome is the result of a trial or experiment, and event is what? It is getting each outcome. For example, you see, tossing a coin. Example, I am giving tossing a coin. Tossing a coin, this is a trial, you see. So what are the outcomes? The outcomes are, look at, the outcomes are either head or tail. These are the outcomes. See, these are the results. On tossing a coin, you will get either head or tail as the two results, and hence they are the outcomes. But getting, you see, then what is event? You see, I am giving example. See, event. Event means your getting head in this particular trial. In this particular trial, tossing a coin, what are the events? Getting head or getting tail. This is an event. That means getting each outcome of the trial is called an event. Okay. Now, this event is again of two types. Okay. Event is again classified. Yes, of course it was not there. Up to this it was there in the class 8. But the classification of event was not there in class 8. Event is again classified into two groups or two categories. What are they? One is your elementary event and the other is compound event. Okay. Let us see what is elementary event and what is compound event. Okay. Children, we have to understand all this in order to understand what is approach to probability. You see, before going to the definition of probability, we must understand all these terms, because Probability, we find the probability not of an outcome. We always find the probability of an event. Okay. So it is very important that one should understand what is event, what are the two types of event, and what is the difference between event and outcome. Okay. So you see, now what is elementary event and what is, you see, elementary event and compound event. Let me differentiate the two. Compound event. Okay. What is elementary event? Just let me tell you. I said in tossing a coin. Suppose tossing a coin. This is trial. Look at tossing a coin. This is the trial. Okay. In this trial, what are the outcomes? The outcomes are, you see, the outcomes are either head or tail. You see. So here, each outcome, each single outcome of this trial is called a what? Elementary event. So what is an elementary event? Elementary event means each single outcome of a trial is called elementary event. Okay. Now that means, example I can say getting head. You see, getting head. This is an elementary event. Suppose let us denote it by E1. See, E1. If I say getting head, E1. Let us denote getting head by the symbol E1. So here getting head is an elementary event. Why? Because you see, this is a single outcome. An outcome, a single outcome of the trial is known as your elementary event. Okay. Similarly, getting a tail, you see, getting tail, it is also an elementary event. But what is compound event? Let us discuss. Suppose you will toss two coins. You see, let us consider trial. Suppose tossing two coins. Tossing two coins. See children, when we toss two coins simultaneously, if we toss two coins simultaneously, what will happen? We will also get outcomes. How many outcomes? You already know it in class 8. When we toss two coins simultaneously, okay, when we toss two coins simultaneously means at a time, there are 4 possible outcomes. So what are the outcomes you see? The outcomes are, just look at. In this case, the total number of outcomes will be 4. What are the outcomes? Head, you see. Head, tail, head, and tail, you see. When we toss two coins, see, in the first coin, there may be head, and in the second coin, both the coins, head and head may appear. Okay. Again, this is another probability. See, suppose in the first coin, head appears. In the second coin, there may be tail. Third outcome, you see. In the first coin, suppose there may be tail, and the second coin containing or bearing head, and both the coins may bear the same outcome, that is tail. Okay, so these are the possible outcomes. These are the 4 possible outcomes which will be obtained on tossing two coins simultaneously, or tossing two coins at a different times. Whether you toss two coins simultaneously at a time, or you toss them separately. If you toss two coins separately, or you toss two coins simultaneously, the same number of, the total number of outcomes will be 4, and these are the outcomes, you see. Okay. So now see this one. So when we talk about the outcome, head and head, this head and head getting, you see, getting two heads, just you see, getting two heads, this is not an elementary event, it is a compound event. Why? Because 2 or more than 2, you see, there are 2 outcomes, you see, 2 or more than 2 outcomes of a trial is called a compound event. So we can say getting two heads, just see, getting, in this particular example, getting two heads. Suppose we will denote it by E equal to 2 heads. You see, getting 2 heads. Probability of getting 2 heads. Here getting 2 heads, it is a compound event, not an elementary event. Getting 2 tails, it is also It is also a compound event. Getting a head and a tail, you see, it can be a compound event. So what is compound event? Like in elementary event, I said any outcome of a single outcome of the trial is known as your elementary event, or getting each single outcome of the trial or experiment is called an elementary event. Similarly, In compound event, two or more than two outcomes of the trial is known as your getting two or more than two outcomes of the trial or the experiment is called compound event. Okay, I can give you another example. Let us consider the case of throwing a die. See children, when we throw a die, we will get 6 outcomes. I just told you a few minutes ago. What are the 6 outcomes? Either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Now if I ask you, find the probability of getting an even number. You see, on throwing a die, if the trial is throwing a die, the outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. Total possible outcome is 6. Now if I ask you, what is the probability that it will be an even number or probability of getting an even number? See, probability of getting an even number. Here, how many even numbers are possible? You may get 2, 4 and 6. These are the possible outcomes which are even. 2, 4 and 6. See, so probability of getting an even number. Here, getting an even number on throwing a die is a compound event, not an what? Elementary event. Children, I hope. Because this event consists of how many outcomes? 3, 2, 4 and 6. Okay, so getting 2 or more than 2 outcomes of a trial is known as a compound event. But getting a single outcome of a trial or experiment, it is called what? It is called your elementary event. So children, this is the concept of, these are different terms connected with probability. So if we understand all these terms, then only it is possible to understand what is probability and how to find probability of an event. Okay, so children, in this class, I tried my level best to explain you what is trial or experiment, what is event, okay, what is outcome, what is event, what are the two types of events, namely your elementary event and compound event, and I am sure whatever I discussed you must have understood. Yes, another thing, let me discuss sample space. Yes, it was not there in class 8. What is sample space? You see, sample space, you see, as I told you, on tossing a coin, what are the outcomes? Head or tail. Now if you take the collection, of all the outcomes of a trial, if you take the collection of all the outcomes of a trial or experiment, it is called sample space. So it is denoted by S. Sample space of a trial or experiment is denoted by S. And it is written, you see, this is the sample space, HT. In the trial, you see, in the trial or experiment, tossing a coin, see, tossing a coin, you see. The outcomes are head and tail. So, either head or tail, they are equally likely outcomes. Head and tail are equally likely outcomes because the chance of getting a head and tail is 50% each. Hence, head and tail are equally likely outcomes on tossing a coin once. Okay. Now, if you collect the outcomes, that is head and tail, it will give you the sample space. Similarly, suppose I am throwing a die. What are the outcomes? You see, in trial, throwing a die, Ludo die, cubical Ludo die, what will be the sample space? The sample space will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Because these are the outcomes. These are the possible results or outcomes on throwing a die which will be obtained. And if you take the collection of all the outcomes, it will give you the sample space. So the collection of all the outcomes of a trial or experiment is called sample space. Okay. So children, this is all about, this is an introduction class. This is the concept of probability. Before going to the actual definition, how to find probability of an event, we never find the probability of an outcome. We find the probability of an event only. So in the next class we will discuss what is probability of an event and how to find it out. What is the formula? There are so many things to be discussed. So whatever I discussed today regarding the different terms connected with probability, I hope you must have understood. If at all it is true, children, I would like to say you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay, we shall discuss more about probability in the next class. Thank you.